Okay, this is the final part of the review, okay? Number 39. We're going to start on number 39. Okay, so Howard is trying to decide between two plumbing companies to fix his sinks. The first company charged $50 for the service call plus an additional $36 per hour for labor. The second company charges $35 for a service call plus an additional $39 per hour of labor. At how many hours will the two companies charge the same amount of money? So the first thing we need to do, okay, is if you look at it, it's like two different problems. So we're going to write down two different equations. We're going to have one for the charge for the first company, one for the second company. So for the first company, I'm going to start out with, I'm going to just say y is equal to charge. Okay, y is equal to 50 plus 36 per hour. Okay, hour, I'm going to just use x for hours. Okay, okay, the second one is 35 plus 39 per hour. Okay, now that we have two equations, we want to know how many hours. There's two ways to do this. One, you can graph it and find the intersection, but the easier way is to use algebra and system solve. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to my calculator, menu, algebra, solve systems. Two equations. Y equals, let's go back, it's 50 plus 36x, 50 plus 36x. And the second equation is y equals 39, is it 39? No, it's 36 plus 39x. Okay, and all we have to do is press enter. Oops, something's wrong there, Mr. Lee. Did I write the right equation? Let's look, oh, 35, not 36. Okay, so let's correct that. I'm going to go back. Oops. And I'm going to go and correct my mistake. You can just press go to it and change what you need to. Okay, and you can see it's 5 and 230. 5 is our x, 5 is our hours, 230 is the charge. So the question asks how many hours, so that's going to be A. Okay. Number 41, it says compare the two functions. Let me delete this. Okay, compare the quadratic function g of x is 1/3 x minus 5 to its parent function x squared. What transformation has been applied? So if you look at this, this is my g, this is my g, this is my f. So if you look at it, the change, g got wider and g got okay, and g went down, right? So this is f, this is g, okay? So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's translate 5 units down. So we know these two things are incorrect. Okay, and it also got wider. You need to not understand that a vertical compression means that the graph got lower. Okay, the graph actually, when it's a vertical compression, you're pushing the graph down, so the graph becomes wider, kind of like a balloon. If you press a balloon down, the balloon will get wider. And if you stretch a balloon open, it gets narrower. Okay, so a vertical compression is wider, a vertical stretch is more narrow. So this is actually a vertical compression. Okay, because G got wider. Next problem. Sorry, I kind of did it already, but I will show you. Okay, the shipping fee via U.S. priority mail includes an $8 insurance fee and $4 per kilogram. It says an $8 insurance fee, $4 per kilogram. The situation is graphed below. Okay, so if you looked at here, 8 right there is going to be our y-intercept. Okay, but they want to know, what does the 4 represent? Okay, so we don't want to know what that 4 right here represents. Okay, now if you remember the word per, you think of the word per, each, rate. Okay, you see those words, one of the things that you need to think about is slope. Okay, say $4 represents the initial cost. No, because this should be 8. Okay, the number 4 represents the cost per kilogram. Okay, cost per kilogram, which is the slope. Remember, per means slope, which should be our answer. Okay, this is 4 represent the x-intercept. There is no x-intercept. Okay, so what is the domain of the linear function graph below? Remember, domain is our x values. Okay, so when I do it, I look here and I just draw lines to show you where we look at. So we're only looking inside this box right here. Okay, so x, this is -6 and it goes to 5. Okay, so we know this one is wrong, this one is wrong. Okay, and remember, domain is x, not y. Okay, so this is wrong because of the y is x. Okay, 45. Oops. A ball is thrown upward from the rooftop 80 meters above the ground. The height of the ball from the ground is given by the equation -16t squared plus 64t plus 80. What is the maximum height of the ball? Okay, the maximum is here. Okay, they're asking for height. Okay, so height is over here. So we look over here, which is closest one is going to be 140. Very easy question. 46. Which equation in standard form has a graph that passes through the point -2, 1, and has a slope of 7, 3? Normally, I have taught you to do this. Y equals y1, mx minus x1. Okay? Y minus 1 equals m is 7 over 3, x minus, so minus a negative becomes +2. 7 over 3x plus 14 over 3. Okay. Remember, to do this, I pass this over here. So I add 1 plus 1, and this cancels. Y equals 7 over 3x plus 17 over 3. Okay. And then then I have to subtract. Okay. 7/3 x minus 7/3 x. And you get negative 7 over 3x plus y is equal to 17 over 3. I multiply everything by negative 3, so I get 7x minus 3y equals negative 17, which should be our last answer. Okay, but I also showed you to check it with your calculator, which is all you have to do is go to your graph. Okay, and since it's in standard form, I'm going to go math, graph, graph entry, equation, line standard, okay? And so the first number is 7, negative 3, negative 3, and the last number is negative 17. Enter. Okay, so remember, we're looking for negative 2, 1, okay? You gotta make sure that point is there. Menu, trace, graph trace, and I put in negative 2, and it should give me 1, which it does, so we know that's correct. Okay, number 47. Okay, so first thing we do on problems like this, remember this has an inequality, so we need to solve for y. Divide by 7, and I should get y is less than 2 over 7x plus 16. Okay, so now it's time to graph. Okay, and I'm going to create a new document. You always want to create a new document. Oops, but I want to create a new graph, not a new calculator. So first thing, delete. Is it greater than or less than? It was less than. Okay, so less than 2 over 7 x plus 16. Okay, you get this big blue screen, but remember, if you can't see everything, just zoom out and press enter. And as you can see, it looks like answer choice C.